Hello students, I have already uploaded one video related to the topic memory representation on 2D array. Okay, there I have introduced the basic concept of that question, and in that video I told there is another way to ask the same type of questions. Okay, so here I am with few more questions of row measure and column measure implementation. And let me tell you, this video is helpful for the class 12th students who is going to write the examination for the ICC board computer science, for the computer science. Okay. So let's start. In this video, I will discuss few more questions of row measure and column measure implementation in 2D array. Okay. And there are different ways of asking the question. So one of the way I have already taught in my previous video. In this video, I'm going to tell you another way to ask the same question, same type of question in different ways. Okay. So let's see without wasting your and my time. Okay, here we go. This is the question. Now this time, just let me explain thoroughly. Just wait a minute. Okay, now this time, listen. Here the array is not given in that LR, UR, LC, UC form, which I have discussed in the previous video. Let me show you that question which I have discussed in the previous video. This is the question. And here I told the array, here the array is given in LR, UR, LC, UC form. And I told you, this is LR, this is UR, this is LC, and this is UC. Such question you have already solved. Now here in this question, the LR, UR, LC, UC are not given. Here the matrix is given, here the 2D array has given in this form. It is not in LR, UR, LC, UC form. This is the first difference I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you. Here the array is not given in LR, UR, LC, UC form. Okay. Here the dimensions are given. Directly the dimensions are given. This is 10. This is number of rows. This is number of rows, and this is number of columns. Dimensions are given directly. Instead of giving the value of first row number, first column number, that is LR, UR, instead of giving LC, UC, they had given the dimensions. Directly they have given the dimensions, how many rows and how many columns are there. In this matrix, we have how many columns? 10, sorry, how many rows? 10 rows, and how many columns? 7 columns. Okay. So this is the question of column measure wise. This is the question of column measure wise. So as I told, in column measure wise, we require the number of rows. So here the number of rows is what? 7. The value of R will be 7 directly. No need to write that formula UR minus LR plus 1, because we do not know. The value of LR, UR is not given in this question. So the value of row, that is R, will be what? 7. And so, the value of row will be 10, not 7, it will be 10. Okay, number of rows, number of columns. So the values are given directly. In case of column measure wise, we require number of rows. So the number of rows is what? 10. Okay, by mistake I told that. So this is the value of number of rows and number of columns will be given directly. This is another way to ask the same type of question. Is stored in the memory with each element requiring 2 bytes of storage. So the value of B will be what? 2. Sorry, value of W, not B. What is happening? The value of W will be 2. Okay. The base address, now you can see if the base address at BX1 is 1012. So here base address is 1012. Okay. Now we need to find the formula is here. Let me tell you the formula. This formula I have given already. Again, I'm copying this formula. Control C. Here I'm pasting it. Okay, this formula. So we got the value of B. Base address is 1012. See, read the question thoroughly, you will get everything. And W is what? The width of each element. This is width. Requiring 2 bytes of storage, that is W equal to 2, B equal to 1012. Now listen. Now we need to have the value of LR and else. R for row, C for column. Now listen, if the array is not given that in that LR, UR, LC, UC form. Again, I'm repeating, if the array is not given in that LR, UR, LC, UC form, in that case, the base address will be given. The base address will be given, and it will also be given that that base address is of which element. Now again, I'm repeating, if the array is not given in the form of LR, UR, LC, UC form, in that case, the base address will be given. The base address is what? 1012. And it is of which element? That will also be given. This base address is of the which element? BX1. Okay, the base address will be given, and it will also be given that base address is of which element. So this base address is of which element? BX1. So the row index of that element will be LR. Here the value of LR is not given, we have to find it. And the base, the row index will be LR, R for row, and the column index will be LC. By this way, you will get the value of LR and LC, because LR and LC is not given directly here. Okay, so again, I'm telling you, in such question, if the array is not given in that LR, UR, LC, UC form, the base address will be given, and it will also be given that base address is of which element. I hope it's clear. I repeated many times. Okay, now the value of I, and you can see here the address at B73. Here the address of ijth element is also given. Okay, the address of B73 is what? 1060. Means here we are not going to find the address of ijth element. You know, in formula based question, what happens? Consider there is a formula of distance equal to speed into time. Okay, so in this formula, any two things can be given, and any one thing can be asked. Means sometimes all the time you have not to calculate only the value of distance. Sometimes you have to calculate the value of t. Sometimes you may have to find the value of speed. Okay, so in formula based question, if there are three terms, out of three terms, any two terms will be given and one term will be missing, and then you can find. Means sometimes distance and time will be given, you have to find speed. Sometimes distance and speed will be given, you have to find time. Sometimes speed and time will be given, you have to find the distance. Like that also in the formula based in the formula based question, one thing will be missing, rest will be given, and you have to find that. This is the concept of maths, you know already. You are the maths students if you know. So here also the same thing in the formula. Sometimes, not all the time, you have to find the address of ijth element. Sometimes you may have to find base address. Sometimes you have to find width of each element. Sometimes you may have to find LR, LC, I, J, whatever. Anything can be asked to find. Am I clear? This is the formula based question. Formula में सारी चीजें given होगी, कोई भी एक चीज मिसिंग हो सकती है, उसकी वैल्यू तुम्हें फाइंड करनी है. Okay, not all the time the address of ijth element. Here you can see in this question, even the address of ijth element, is also given. Okay, so here we are not going to find the address of ijth element. What we have to find here? We have to find the value of x. What is the value of x means? We have to find the value of LR. In this question, the things are given, everything is given. Only the value of LR is missing, that we need to find. This is the formula based question. Okay, so please remember this. Please try to understand it. So here the value of I is what? 7. ijth element, the address of ijth element, the address of the value of I will be 7, the value of j will be 3. Now put these things in the formula. Address of 7 third element equal to B. What is the value of B? B is 1012 plus W. What is the value of W? 2. Then I minus LR. I is what? What is the value of I? 7. 7 minus LR. Sorry. 7 minus LR. LR is what? X. That we need to find. Plus number of row R. R is what this time? 10. Number of rows we are getting directly 10. J minus LC. J is what? 3 minus LC. What is the value of LC? 1. 3 minus 1. Okay. Now the address of 7 3 third element is also given, that is 1060. Means 1060 equal to 1012 plus. Now solve this. 2 7 minus x plus 10 into 2 20. Okay. Then equal to 1012 plus 2 27 minus x. We'll solve the formula. This bracket, if you open the bracket, you get this 1012 plus 54 minus 2x. Okay, 1060. Now 1060 minus 10. Sorry, let me solve everything first. 10 plus 54. 1066. I think, am I correct? 66 minus 2x. 1060. Okay. Then 2x will be 1066 minus 1060. Shifting from left hand side to right hand side, you can understand this. The sign will be changed. So 6, the result will be 6. 2x equal to 6. So by this way, x equal to 3. So this is the value of LR, and this we need to find here. Okay, so the value of x will be 3. That is, the first row number will be 3. Okay, here it is given in the question. Determine the value of x where the matrix is stored column measure wise. So in formula, anything can, all things will be given, and any one thing can be asked. Any one thing you have to find. Okay, not all the time the address of ijth element only. Okay, I hope the things are clear. So you may have the question in this form only. Here, what is the important, that array is not given in, that is not given in LR, UR, LC, UC form. So two things we have to take care. First thing, the dimensions are given. This is number of row, this is number of column. And second thing, base address will be given, and it will also be given that base address is of which element. Here the base address is of which element? Bx1. So this is, the row index will be LR and the column index will be what? LC. This is LR and this is LC. These two things, and one more thing. In formula, anything can be asked. These three things I have taught in this, through this question. So please try to learn it. These are the different ways of to ask the question. Okay. So I hope the things are clear, and please practice more questions from the board examination papers. Okay. And for this video, this much only. If any doubt, you can ask through the comment section. Okay. So, thank you for watching this video till end. And if any confusion, again, I'm telling, ask through the comment section, and practice more question of row measure and column measure implementation from the previous year papers. So for this video, this much only. Thank you. Bye. Bye to all.